Cristiano Ronaldo has done almost everything. Over 900 career goals, league titles in England, Spain and Italy, 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions Leagues, a European Championship, a UEFA Nations League title. For millions of fans, he's the greatest footballer to ever play the game. Yet every time the debate begins, one question refuses to disappear. But where's the World Cup? It's the one trophy that separates greatness from immortality. Now, at an age when most footballers have already retired, Cristiano Ronaldo is preparing for what could be the final chapter of his career. One last dance, one last opportunity, one final chance to silence every critic. But here's the question that makes this story impossible to ignore. Has Cristiano Ronaldo already missed his chance, or is football about to witness the greatest ending ever written? People don't spend hours arguing whether Cristiano Ronaldo worked hard. Everyone already knows the answer. They don't debate whether he changed football. They don't debate whether he inspired an entire generation. What they debate is one thing: can someone truly be the greatest player of all time without winning football's biggest prize? That question has followed Ronaldo for nearly 20 years. Every World Cup came with enormous expectations. Every tournament felt like another chance to complete football. And every time those dreams ended, the conversation grew louder. Not because Ronaldo wasn't brilliant, not because he lacked determination, but because the FIFA World Cup doesn't always reward the best player. Sometimes it rewards the best team. And for Cristiano Ronaldo, that difference has defined his entire international career. His first World Cup arrived in 2006. He was young, fearless, explosive. The world wasn't looking at an aging legend, it was watching the future of football. Portugal played with confidence and reached these semi-finals, while Ronaldo showed flashes of the superstar he would soon become. Many believed this was only the beginning. There would be more World Cups, more chances, more opportunities. Losing in the semi-finals was painful, but nobody imagined it would remain his closest journey to the trophy for years. 4 years later came South Africa. By then, Cristiano Ronaldo had become one of the biggest names in world football. He had conquered England, he was becoming unstoppable. The expectations were enormous. Fans expected goals, magic, a statement. Instead, Portugal struggled to find their rhythm. They advanced from the group stage, but eventually met Spain, the same Spain that would go on to win the World Cup. Portugal were eliminated. Another opportunity disappeared. Another 4-year wait began. Then came Brazil in 2014, perhaps the most frustrating World Cup of Ronaldo's career. He entered the tournament carrying injuries. Portugal struggled from the opening match. Heavy defeats, missed opportunities, bad luck. By the time Portugal were eliminated in the group stage, it felt as though the tournament had ended before it had even begun. For the first time, people started asking whether Ronaldo would ever have the right team around him. Football can be cruel. One player can change a match, but no player can win the World Cup alone. Then came Russia in 2018. This tournament gave us one of the greatest performances of Ronaldo's international career. Portugal faced Spain, one of the favourites and one of the strongest squads in the world. Ronaldo responded with a performance that instantly became World Cup history. A stunning hat-trick, the final goal, a breathtaking free kick. As the ball curled into the top corner, millions believed they were watching the beginning of something special. Maybe this was finally Portugal's year. But football has a habit of changing stories overnight. Portugal were eliminated in the round of 16. The unforgettable hat-trick became another incredible memory without the ending Ronaldo wanted. By 2022, everything had changed. Cristiano Ronaldo was no longer the young superstar carrying Portugal into the future. He had become the veteran, the leader, the symbol of an entire generation. But questions about his age were growing louder. His role in the team became a constant topic of debate. Then came the biggest shock. Portugal's manager decided to leave Ronaldo on the bench during the knockout stages. Ready made its decision? Only the World Cup can answer that question. Until then, the last dance continues. For years, Portugal had depended on Cristiano Ronaldo. Now they were trying to prove they could win without him. The images from Qatar became unforgettable. Ronaldo watching, Ronaldo waiting. Ronaldo walking through the tunnel in tears after Portugal's defeat to Morocco. Those tears weren't just about losing one football match. They represented 20 years of chasing a dream that slipped away once again. For many people, that was the ending, the final image of Cristiano Ronaldo at the World Cup, a legend leaving the biggest stage with heartbreak instead of glory. But Cristiano Ronaldo has spent his entire career proving people wrong. Every time critics said he was finished, he came back stronger. Every time people doubted him, he found another mountain to climb. And somehow, here we are again, talking about another World Cup, another possibility, another chance. Portugal has changed. A new generation has arrived. Creative midfielders, dangerous wingers, world-class defenders. AD made its decision. Only the World Cup can answer that question. Until then, the last dance continues, a team with more depth than many of Ronaldo's previous squads. Ironically, this may be one of Portugal's strongest teams in years, which raises another fascinating question. Does Portugal still need Cristiano Ronaldo, or does Cristiano Ronaldo need Portugal more than ever? Perhaps the answer is both. Experience cannot be measured with statistics. Leadership does not appear on a scoresheet. Belief cannot be calculated. Sometimes the greatest influence a player has is not scoring the winning goal. Sometimes it is convincing everyone around him that winning is possible. Whether Ronaldo starts every match or not, his presence changes everything. Every defender knows his name. Every goalkeeper studies him. Every stadium reacts when he touches the ball. That kind of influence cannot be taught. It can only be earned. Now football stands at another crossroads. If Portugal lifts the World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy may become impossible to challenge. If they fall short again, the debate will continue forever. Was he the greatest player never to win football's biggest prize, or was greatness never supposed to be measured by a single trophy? Perhaps we have been asking the wrong question all along. Maybe Cristiano Ronaldo's legacy was never about completing football. Maybe it was about changing it forever, about inspiring millions of children to dream bigger, about proving that talent alone is never enough without relentless work, about refusing to surrender even when the world tells you it is over. Because legends are not remembered only for the trophies they lift, they are remembered for the stories they leave behind. And no matter what happens next, Cristiano Ronaldo's story has already become one of the greatest football has ever seen. But football has one final chapter left to write. Will history finally reward the man who has spent his entire life chasing perfection, or has time already made its decision? Only the World Cup can answer that question. Until then, the last dance continues.